Mastering politeness. Giving and asking for advice in English. Hello learners. Welcome back to our series on modal verbs. Today, we'll be delving deeper into a very interesting subject: politeness and tone in giving and asking for advice. More specifically, we will be discussing the topic of considering cultural differences in advice giving. In today's interconnected world, it's so important to understand and respect these differences. Our focus will be on helping you to give advice politely and effectively, considering various cultural contexts. When it comes to advice giving in English, tone and politeness are paramount. In some cultures, it is acceptable to give direct advice, while in others, more indirect methods are favored. The tone of your advice can greatly impact how it is received, so it's important to understand how to soften or strengthen your language according to the situation. For example, using modal verbs such as could, might, may, can make your advice sound less direct and more polite. It's essential to understand that cultural norms play a significant role in how advice is given and received. In Western cultures, it's typically acceptable to offer advice using direct language. For instance, you should call your boss, or it would be better to revise the report. However, in some Eastern cultures, this can be seen as too forward or impolite. A softer, less direct approach might be preferred, such as, maybe it would be a good idea to call your boss, or perhaps revising the report could help. When giving advice to someone from a different culture, it's crucial to be respectful and considerate. Tailor your advice according to the cultural context of the person you're speaking to. Remember to use polite modal verbs and phrases to adjust the tone of your advice. Instead of saying, "You have to do this," you could say, "It might be beneficial if you consider doing this." Just like giving advice, asking for advice also requires an understanding of cultural nuances. In some cultures, asking for advice can be seen as a sign of trust and respect, while in others, it might be seen as a sign of weakness or lack of knowledge. When asking for advice, use polite phrases such as, "Could you possibly give me your opinion on this?" Or, "What do you think I should do in this situation?" instead of a more direct, "What should I do?" That's all for today's lesson, dear learners. Remember, understanding cultural differences in advice giving is more than just about being polite. It's about fostering effective and respectful communication. I hope this video has given you some valuable insights into how you can adjust your language when giving and asking for advice. As always, keep practicing and I'll see you in our next lesson.